Hello everyone. Today's LeetCode challenge question is sum of root to leaf binary numbers. So the question says that we are given a binary tree and each node has a value of 0 or 1. Each root to leaf path represent a binary number starting with the most significant bit. For example, they say that if the path is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, then this could represent this number which is in binary, and the decimal for this number is 13. So for all the leaves in the tree, we have to consider the numbers represented by the path from the root to that leaf. And at the end, we have to return the sum of these numbers. If you look at example number 1, this is the tree that we have been given. We have to start from the root, which is 1, and a possible path is 1 to 0 to 0. And the number in binary is 100. Next path would be 1, 0, 1. The third one would be 1, 1, 0. And at last 1, 1, 1. And we have to add all these binary numbers, which gives us the output 22. So 100 in decimal is 4, 101 is 5, 110 is 6, and 111 is 7. So when we add all these numbers, the answer is 22. So I hope the question was clear to you. Next we will see the explanation and then we will see the code. So before looking at the solution, there are a few requirements for this question. You should be aware of two things. First, bitwise operations, and second, BSE traversals. Let's first take a look at bitwise operations. So the first thing that you should know is shift operations. There are two kinds of shift operations, left shift and right shift. Let's first look at left shift. So let's say you are given a binary number 0, 0, 0, 1, which is equal to 1 in decimal number. So in left shift, we will shift this 1 to the left and we are going to replace this with 0. So this number now becomes 0, 0, 1, and at this empty space, we enter a 0. So this 1 was shifted to the left and we added a 0. And now this number 0010 is equal to 2 in decimal number. So in a nutshell, what left shift does is, it multiplies the number by 2. We had a number 1 and using left shift, the binary number now becomes 2. Second, we have a right shift. Let's say you're given a number 0010 which is equal to 2 in decimal. So in right shift, this number is removed and we add an extra 0 at the end. So now this number becomes 0001. We removed the 0 from the starting and we added an extra 0 at the end. And now this number 0001 is equal to 1 in decimal number. So just like left shift was like multiplying the number by 2, right shift is like dividing the number by 2. We had 2 and after right shift it became 1. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. And the next thing that you should be aware of is bitwise OR operation, which is this symbol. So OR means is, when given the option between 0 or 0, it will return 0, 1 or 0, it will return 1, 0 or 1, it will return 1, 1 or 1, it will return 1. So let's say you have two binary numbers, x or y. When we have the option between 0 or 0, it will give us 0, 1 or 0, it will give us 1, 0 or 1, it will give us 1, 1 or 1, it will give us 1. So now that we have looked at the bitwise operation required for this question, the second thing that we need is BSE traversals. I've already made a video on what binary search trees are and how we can traverse over the binary search trees. The link is in the description below. You should definitely go and watch that video. But in a nutshell, for today's question, we will be using pre-order traversal. So let's see what a pre-order traversal is. For example, let's take this binary search tree and we are going to traverse it in pre-order way. So in pre-order, the first thing that we pick is the root. Next, we take the left node and at last the right node. And the other two traversals are in order and post order. So pre basically means the root comes first, post means the root comes last, and in means roots comes in between. So let's look at pre-order. First, we will come to the root and we will enter 1 in our list. Next, we come to the left node, which is 2. And since now 2 is the new node, we enter 2 in our list. Next, we come to the left child, which is 3, and we enter 3 in our list. Next, this 3 doesn't have any further child, so we go back to 2 and we look for its right child. And the right child is 4, so we enter 4 in our list. Now, for this tree, the root as well as the left subtree are done. So we come to the right subtree. We come to 5, we enter 5 in our list. Next, we come to the left child of 5, which is 6, and we enter 6 in our list. Now 6 doesn't have any further child, so we go back to 5 and we look for the right child of 5. So the right child of 5 is 7, and we enter 7. And this 7 doesn't have any further child, so our search is now complete. So what we did was, first we enter the root, then the left subtree, and then all the right nodes. And this is what a pre-order traversal looks like. Now let's take an example from the question. The question said that we have to find every possible path. So let's see how many possible paths we can have. First, we come to the root, then we come to the left child, and then we come to the left child of this left child. And since this node doesn't have any further child, this path is now complete. So we have our first path, which is 1, 0, 0. Now the second path will be starting from the root, coming to the left child, and then coming to the right child of this left child, which is 1. And since this one doesn't have any further child, our second path is also complete. So our second path is 1, 0, 1. Now let's look at the third path. Starting from the root 1, we go to the right child, which is 1, and we go to the left child of this right child, which is 0. So our third path is 1, 1, 0. And at last, the fourth path will be starting from the root 1, we come to the right child 1, and we come to the right child of this right child, which is 1. So our fourth path is 1, 1, 1. Now we have all the required possible paths, and these are the binary numbers that we required. These binary numbers are further translated to the decimal number. So the decimal of 100 is 4, 101 is 5, 110 is 6, and 111 is 7. The sum of all these numbers is 22, which is the output. Now the first part of the question is done, which is to find all the possible paths, which will give us the binary numbers. The second part is to figure out how to convert these numbers to decimal number, and then we have to return the sum of those decimal numbers. So we are going to use two bitwise operations. First is left shift, and the second is OR operation. Let's see how that works. We are going to have two variables, cur and sum. Our current number is currently 0, and our sum is also 0. So at first, we will come to the root, and our cur is 0. So we are going to left shift our cur by 1 and do an OR of the value at root. So our cur is currently 0. So 0 left shift 1 OR, and the value of root is 1. So 0 left shift 1 or 1. So 0 left shift 1 is 0 or 1. So between these two, it is going to pick 1. So the value of our cur now becomes 1. And we move to the left node, which is 0. Again, we are going to do the same thing. Cur left shift 1 or the value of root. So our cur is now 1. 1 left shift 1 or the value of our root is now 0. So I write 0. Now if you remember, when we shift 1 to the right, we add an extra 0 at the end. So this number now becomes 1, 0. And 1, 0 in decimal is 2, since left shift is basically multiplying a number by 2. So 1 right shift 1 gives 1, 0 or 0, which is something like adding these two numbers. So 1, 0 plus 0 is equal to 1, 0. So the value of our cur is now 1, 0, which is equal to 2. We update the value of cur to 2 and we move forward in our tree. We come to the left node of this left node, which is equal to 0. Again, we are going to do the same thing. Cur left shift by 1 or value of root. So our cur is now 2, which is equal to 10 in decimal. Left shift 1 and or the value of our root is now 0. So or 0. So first we have to left shift this 10 by 1. So we had this number 10, we shift this number to the left, and at this place we add an extra 0. So 10 now becomes 100, and 100 binary is equal to 4 in decimal. Also, we have reached the end of our first path, which was 100, since this node doesn't have any child. So our first path is 100, which is equal to 4 in decimal. And since we have reached to the end of the tree, we are going to add this 4 into our sum. So the value of our sum is now 4. So let me sum up what I have done so far. I have done a pre-order traversal on our tree, using which first we come to the root, then we come to the left child, and then we come to the left child of this left child. We enter the end of the path, and our first path is 100. On the side, I have two numbers, current number and the sum. So in the beginning, my current number is equal to 0 and my sum is also 0. On that current number, I have used two bitwise operation. First is left shift and the second is OR. First, I left shift my current number by 1 and then I do an OR on the root. Using these two operations, I can convert my binary number to decimal number. And when I reach the end of the path, I add this number to the sum. So at the end of the first path, my sum is equal to 4. I repeat these steps for all of the path, which is 101, 110 and 111. And at the end, the sum should be 22. So let's move on to the second path. My cur is currently 4 and my sum is also 4. Since I finished this path, and at the end, this is where my pointer was. So after finishing this path, I go back to the root, and from this root, I will look at the right child. So the right child of this node is this one, which is 1. And if you remember, my current number at this point was 2. So my current number now becomes 2. And I'm going to repeat the same operations on this current number. So 2 in decimal is 10. And 10 left shift 1 or the value of root, and the value of root is 1. So or 1. Now when we left shift this 10, we get 100 or 1. And or is something like adding up these two numbers. So 100 plus 1 is equal to 101, which is our binary number. And 100 in decimal is equal to 5. So at the end of our second path, and since we have reached the end of the path, I'm going to add this 5 to the sum. So my current number becomes 5 and my sum becomes 4 plus 5, 9. So coming to the third path, our current number is currently 5 and sum is 9. So now that our left subtree is done, we come to the right subtree and we move back to the root of the tree. And if you remember, the current number at this place was 0. So our cur again becomes 0 and we perform the same operations on this current number. So 0 left shift 1 or to the value of root, which is now 1, and 0 left shift 1 is 0 or 1, which is equal to 1. So our cur becomes 1. We update the value of 1 and we move forward in our tree. We come to this 1 and we perform the same operations. So our cur is 1, 1 left shift 1 or the value of root, which is 1. So 1 left shift 1 is 10 or 1. And or is something like adding these two numbers. So 10 plus 1 is 11. And 11 in decimal is equal to 3. So our cur becomes 3. We update the value of current number to 3 and then we move forward in our tree. We come to the left child of this root, which is 0. So cur 3, which is 1, 1, left shift 1 or the value of root, which is 0. So 1, 1 left shift 1 is 1, 1, 0 or 0, which is 1, 1, 0 plus 0, and the answer is 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0 in decimal is 6. and our current number now becomes 6. Also, since we've reached the end of our path, we will now add this 6 to the sum. So our cur is 6 and our sum is 15. Now, since this path is also done, we move back to the root and we look for the right child of this root. And the right child is 1. Also, the current number at this part was 3. So again, the value of cur is updated to 3 and we perform the same functions. 3 in binary, which is 1 1, left shift 1, or to the value of root, which is 1. So 1 1 left shift 1 is 1 1 0 or 1, which is equal to 1 1 0 plus 1, and the answer is 1 1 1. So 1 1 1 in decimal is 7. Again, since we have reached the end of our path, we will add this 7 to our sum, and our sum now becomes 22. And all of our paths are now done. And our third and fourth path was 1 1 0, which is equal to 6, and 1 1 1, which is equal to 7. So all 4 of our paths are now done, and the sum is 22, which is what we return. So that's it for the explanation. Now we will see the code. In the meanwhile, please give this video a thumbs up. This really motivates us to make more videos and helps us to grow. Let's see the code. Since we are using recursion for our question, the first thing that I will do is, I have made another function dfs in which I will pass the root and the current number. And in this dfs function, I am checking the condition that if I have a root, then my current number is equal to current number left shift by 1 or the value of root. And after this, I am checking the condition that if my left node or right node are present, then I will call this dfs function on my left node and right node, and I will add their sum. And if my left or right node are not present, which means that I have reached the end of our path, then I am going to return the current value. So if my root is present, I will perform all this function, and if my root is not present, I am going to simply return 0. And at the end, on line number 22, I am calling this dfs function on my root and the current value as 0. So that was the code. I will now submit it. And my code was accepted. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.